Who is the killer or who are the killers in Scream 7?
I'm gonna burn it all down. Mother...
Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be taking 19 characters that we know of that are going to be in Scream 7 that I'm going to put a guess on whether they're going to be the killer or not. It's going to be a TierMaker list and it's going to be in groups of 5. Well, let me just read them out. So it's going to be from most likely to good chance to sus to don't think so to not a chance. And I'm going to take all 19 characters and put them in a category for each that I think could possibly be the killer or killers or not a chance. Now, I know that we've only got one trailer so far. As we speak, as of recording this video, we've only got one trailer that we can go off just now. I'm not going to go off any silly rumours that we've seen online. I'm just going to go off my opinions personally of who I think could possibly be the killer. I know you're probably wondering, why is there a World Cup trophy behind me? As of recording this video, last night, Scotland got to their first major tournament or the major World Cup since 1998. So it's 28 years in the making. I'm still so excited, guys. So that is why that's in the background. And one last thing before we start the list is you can see the Little Latte Coffee Company. If that looks familiar to you, it should, because that's the company that Sidney Prescott either works for or owns in Scream 7. So if you want your little slice of Scream 7 merch, then head over to my store and you will see this. Okay, so this is all 19 characters here. Some of them are hidden because of my big massive head, but you will see them all getting added anyway. Now, all these characters, a lot of them don't have names yet. Obviously, the main characters that we know of do have names, but a lot of them, if not all of them, apart from Joe McHale's character, Mark Evans, don't have official names yet. So we're just going to go by the real names. So we'll start off with Anna Camp. Now, what do we know about Anna Camp's character? Well, nothing. Like I've said in previous videos, she is a mystery. Her role in Scream 7 is actually under wraps as well. So I don't know if that's a bit of a sus thing, or could she be the killer? I don't know. Sometimes we go off, I'll put it here just now. I'm not going to finalise that. Sometimes we can go off how big an actor the person is as well. And because she is a bit of a mystery in this one, I think I'm going to put down her as a good chance. Now, there is a good chance that she's just going to be a flashback character. Maybe she'll be a relative of Stu Macker. I don't know, but I've got a funny feeling that there is a good chance that she could be the killer or one of the killers. Now, another thing that I forgot to mention is these 19 actors and actresses, we're not limited to these, but as we speak, we are, because there might be actors that are filming scenes in this movie that we don't know of. So this is only 19 actors that we know of that are going to be not main characters, because some of them are not going to be main characters, but some of them are going to be playing a significant role. Next up, we've got Asa German. Now, we don't know too much about his character either, and he wasn't in the trailer. And if he was in the trailer, it was that person that was getting dragged from behind. So I don't think he is going to be, I'm just going to put him here because I don't think he's going to be the killer. He might be a red herring in the movie at some point, but I don't think he's going to be the killer or killers. So I'm going to put him in don't think so. Next up, we've got Celeste O'Connor's character. Now, we do see her quite a few times in this trailer. We even see her getting attacked by the Ghostface killer. But I think what we've learned from the Scream franchise is, even though you're getting attacked from the Ghostface killer, it doesn't mean that you're not one of the killers yourself, and especially since it's just a trailer as well. So we can't always go by what we see in the trailer, although sometimes it is a good hint. She is one of Tatum's friends, and a lot of people say online as well, we've never had a black Ghostface before in the movies. And that's true, we haven't, and she is black, so there is a chance that she could be. She is one of the friends. She does maybe want to get close to Sidney Prescott. I'm going to put her in sus as we stand now. Yes, we did see her hiding behind the bar in the trailer, but there is still a chance that she's only hiding for show. So I'm going to put her down as sus. Next up, we've got Courtney Cox, Gale Weathers. there's not much that we can go by here because we know that Gale Weathers is not going to be the killer. There's not a chance that she's going to be the killer. If she ends up being the killer, that would be a cool surprise, but I'm going to put her in not a chance. That's all I've got to say about that one. We've got Dewey as well. Now, is there a chance that Dewey could be one of the killers? He was gutted. He's obviously dead. Even if he survived that, or even if he even is alive, what would be his motive for being one of the killers anyway? I just think it's too much of a stretch for him even to be alive. So there's not a chance that he's a Ghostface killer. Ethan Embry is one of those actors that pops up and steals the show in his movies. He wasn't in the trailer as far as I could see anyway. He is a big actor, especially for the late 90s. And late 90s actors that come back tend to have a bigger role in things that you might think. And of course, the original first two Scream movies came out during Ethan Embry's prime as well. The fact that he wasn't in the trailers, the fact that he is a big actor to me, he is a fantastic 90s actor as well. I'm going to put him next to Anna Camp as being a good chance of being a killer. He is male, he is in his late 40s as well. I just feel like there is a chance there because he could be round about the same age as Sidney Prescott. There's a chance that we might go back and see that he was one of the characters all along. There's a good chance. Next up, we've got Isabel May. That's Tatum. She is Sidney's daughter. Now, does she want to get her mother's attention? Possibly. Yeah, there is a chance that she could want her mother's attention. There are possibly two other daughters or a daughter and a son involved in Sidney's life. The youngest one that we saw in Scream 5 in the buggy and the stroller, they're obviously not going to be a killer. I didn't even put them on the list. But there is another daughter that isn't in the trailer and isn't listed in the cast either, as far as we can see. That person could be a killer, but we don't know who's playing that person, so I haven't put them on the list. Whereas Isabel May, we know that she's playing Tatum. Could she be trying to get her mother's attention? There's something about it that I'm just thinking, is she trying to get her mother's attention? I feel like it would be too much of a flashback to Jill Roberts, but I wouldn't rule her out either. I don't think there's not a chance. I just think I don't think so. So I'm going to put her here. Yasmin Savoy Brown is coming back as Mindy. As much as I didn't like Mindy in Scream 6, she was okay in Scream 5. And her coming back, it was a bold move by the actress because of all the issues that people are having on social media. The fact that is she's coming back, I don't think she's going to be one of the killers. In fact, I'm pretty certain that there's not a chance. So not a chance. While we're at it, let's bring in the other twin, and that is Chad. The chances of him being the killer, I feel like, are even slimmer than Mindy being the killer. So Omar Gooding, he's going next to Yasmin Savoy Brown as not a chance. Jimmy Tatro is next on the list. Now, we did see him at the start of the trailer. Him and his girlfriend or partner go into Stu Macher's old house, and they look like they're both dying at the beginning of the movie. Those two might be the first kills in the movie. However, we don't see him die. We only see his girlfriend possibly die. Who knows if she even dies either. But he doesn't die on screen, and he's nowhere to be seen when she's been attacked by the Ghostface killer. So I wouldn't say there's not a chance because we don't see him die. I don't even think we're at don't think so with him either. I'm going to put him in the sus category because he disappears when his partner is being attacked by Ghostface. So Jimmy Tatro, you're sus. We're going to go with Michelle Randolph next because she was in that scene with him. Now, we do see her getting attacked by the Ghostface killer. Just like Celeste O'Connor, she's hiding from a Ghostface killer, but it doesn't mean Michelle Randolph isn't one of the killers. However, because it looks like it's the start of the movie, and it does look like she's been attacked, and it does look like she's going to die, then I'm going to put her in not a chance. Next, we've got Joel McHale, who's playing Mark Evans. He's playing the husband of Sidney Prescott. Now, the husband, the partner, the boyfriend is usually one of the prime suspects in a Scream movie, and we can't rule that out, even though it looks like he's dying in the trailer. Now, trailers can be off. They can put us off, make us think that we're seeing things that we're not seeing. And I do think he does get attacked by a killer in the trailer, But again, because he is the husband of Sidney Prescott, I know he is the father of Tatum as well, or the potential father. He might just be a stepfather. There's something about him as well that I still can't rule out until I see more trailers or footage of the movie. So in the meantime, he's going to be sus for me. We don't know too much about Mark Consuelos' character. He doesn't have a name. I think there's rumours that he's going to be like a news anchor in the movie, so he might have a lot of interactions with Courtney Cox's character Gale Weathers. Maybe they'll have a little bit of a thing in this movie as well, but because he is a new character that we don't know too much about, I'm going to have to put him next to Anna Camp and Ethan Embry, and the fact that there is a good chance that someone like him, because of the age of him as well, round about the ages of Ethan Embry, maybe even a little bit older, there's something about his character that could potentially be one of the killers. Here's the controversial one, guys. Matthew Lillard as Stu Macker. Stu Macker died in Scream 1. However, because the Scream franchise is still going, retcons can happen, and it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Stu Macker could be alive, because we didn't see him die on screen. He just got hit by a TV and he was stabbed a few times. But in any movie, in any franchise, doesn't even matter if it's horror, people can come back. Retcons happen all the time. And because Stu Macker, or because Matthew Lillard is definitely back, we don't know to what capacity. I'm going to put him in most likely just now. Now that could be way off. And if it is, I apologise, but he's the first one on the list that I think is most likely to return as a Ghostface killer. Next up, we've got McKenna Grace, who plays another one of Tatum's friends in the movie. So straight away, she started off at sus, but she does wear that plaid in the trailer, and it's blue as well, and we know that a lot of the killers end up wearing plaid and blue in the movies, so she's gone right up again. But there's something about a female character these days in Scream movies that end up being one of the killers. You know, it started from Scream 2, of course, with Nancy Loomis, but I feel like Scream 4 onwards, it's almost like they have to have a small female killer in the Scream movies, and she looks like one of those characters to me. So because of all of that, I'm going to put her in most likely. Next up, we've got Sidney Prescott. She's most likely as well. Let's move on to the next. I'm only joking, guys. I'm just going to put her in not a chance. Surely there's not a chance. Next, we've got Sam Reckner. Now, I don't know who he's playing in the movie, but there is a good chance that he might be playing Ben, and Ben is the love interest of Tatum in this movie. And if that's the case, then he's going to be the boyfriend of Tatum. The chances of the boyfriend being the killer, although it is highly likely that he could be the killer, what are the chances of the boyfriend being the killer over and over again? Maybe we'll get a Derek from Scream 2 where he turns out not to be the killer. I don't know, but because he is the boyfriend of Tatum, because we don't know the capacity that he'll be playing, even Tatum as well, then I'm going to have to put him in, I don't know, guys. I'm going to put him in good chance. There's a good chance that he could be one of the killers. Next up, we've got Scott Foley coming back as Roman Bridger. Now, Roman did die in Scream 3, so the chances of him coming back as being alive is slim to none, just like Dewey being alive. He's definitely dead. It's not like Stu where there's question marks behind it. So I know he was a killer in Scream 3, but I think he's coming back as either a flashback, a retcon, a video footage, something like that. I just don't believe he's coming back as being alive. So because I believe he's 100% dead, there is not a chance that he's coming back as the killer. Last on the list is Timothy Simons. Now, I don't know what capacity he's going to be playing in this movie, but he looks like, as far as I can see, the only comic relief in the cast. So it looks like it's going to be a serious movie because most people are not comedy actors, but he is a comedy actor. Comedy actors can still be killers in movies. Like Ethan Embry is quite a comedic actor, although he has done a lot of serious stuff more recently. But I feel like Timothy Simons will be in it more for comic relief, but it doesn't rule him out, of course, because comic relief actors can be killers. So I don't think there's not a chance for him to be the killer. I just don't think so. So I'm going to put him in, don't think so. So as it stands, looking at the list, guys, the most likely candidates for me personally are Matthew Lillard and McKenna Grace. Now that looks like a cool combo because you've got a young female that we always get, and we get that older head that we sometimes get in the movies, and that looks like it could be a father and daughter duo. Just looking at that, and I've even thought of that before I've done this video, but just looking at that list, I'm thinking, do you know what? I would be happy with that if it was McKenna Grace and Matthew Lillard. Now, what would be the motives? TierMaker coming back. Obviously, the motive for him is to kill Sidney Prescott once and for all. And of course, he was one of the killers before. McKenna Grace's character, we don't know her name yet, so there's a potential that she's related to the Macker family. Could it be her uncle Stu? Maybe her mother will be Stu's sister. Maybe that's Anna Camp. I don't know. But there looks like it could be a family connection between the two of those characters. So that, for now, after seeing one trailer, is my predictions. I might, and I possibly will come back to this list again in the future when we see more trailers and more footage, and I'll maybe move it around, maybe even add characters to it when we see more characters being added to the IMDb list. There are other characters on the IMDb list that I haven't included because I feel like they're going to be extras at the very best. These are characters that I think we're going to have interactions throughout the movie. So that is my list of all 19 characters that could potentially be a killer in the movie. So for me, it's TierMaker, played by Matthew Lillard, and McKenna Grace. Those are my two prime suspects. But what about you guys? What do you think of my list? And who do you think is the prime suspects to be the killers in Scream 7? As always, leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played Skin the Cat?
Someone's in the back seat!